Week 2 of the fantasy baseball season, and here's a few pitchers I look to sell and trade this week. The first guy, Ronald Blanco of the Houston Astros. So Ronald Blanco, what a start it's been for him, obviously, to start the season, and coming off a no-hitter in his first start of the year, and then another gem versus the Texas Rangers with a one-hit, 6-inning ball. So Ronald Blanco on the year, 15 innings, 2-0 record, 11 Ks, no ERA, 0.47 whip, and 2 quality starts. Anytime someone throws a no-hitter or a perfect game, well, obviously, he's been on a run like Blanco. It's a perfect sell-high candidate. I know Blanco, he doesn't have much of a track record. He was a mediocre pitcher in the minor leagues as well. But to start this season, he's out of the gate hot and the best pitcher, obviously, in fantasy baseball. So, Blanco, April 1st versus Toronto, the no-hitter in that one. 2 walks, 7 Ks. April 7th at Texas, 6 innings. 1 hit, 4 walks, 4 Ks, a quality start. So, like I said, Blanco's off to a great start to start the year. He's with a no-hitter under his belt. He's a perfect sell-high candidate. Like I said, the numbers have been great. In the minor leagues, though, we didn't really see this much out of Blanco. And it could be beginner's luck as well, because last season he did have a cup of coffee in the major leagues with Blanco, and the numbers weren't all that great. They were middle of the pack, 52 innings, 2-1 record, 52 Ks, a 4.50 ERA, a 1.48 whip, and 3 quality starts. So right now, if I'm the Blanco owner, where obviously you just picked him off the waiver wire a week and a half ago, and now if you could flip him in a deal for a known commodity, because like I said, this could be beginning season luck, and then there's more film on him and teams get used to his strategy and the way he pitches. So right now, while Blanco's coming off of 2 great outings and a no-hitter, he's a perfect sell-high pitcher this week. The next pitcher, Reed Detmers of the Los Angeles Angels. Sid Detmers, a former top prospect a few years ago in the Angels system. And just like Blanco, he's another player that wasn't drafted in many fantasy leagues and picked up off the waiver wire recently. On the year, for Detmers, 11 innings, 2-0 record, 19 Ks, a 1.64 ERA, 0.82 whip, and a quality start. So this Los Angeles Angel team, we'll see what type of season they have this year. Pitching's always been an issue for them. And Reed Detmers, the last couple of years, he's pretty much been a 4th or 5th starter, and not someone who's really used in fantasy baseball. But so far, well, he's off to a monster start with a high K rate as well, 19 strikeouts in the first 2 outings. He's a perfect sell-high candidate. March 31st at the O's, 5 innings, got the win, 2 hits, a run, 3 walks, 7 Ks. And April 6th versus the Red Sox, he mowed them down, 6 innings, got the win, 3 hits, a run, a walk, 12 Ks, a quality start. So right now, pitching good baseball the first 2 outings. His next outing is April 12th at the same Boston Red Sox team. Here is Reed Detmers. And just like Blanco, someone you get off the wire, and if you could flip him in a deal for an everyday bat or a pitcher that you know has better upside and more of a track record, this would be the time to do it. I'm not saying dump these players just for anyone, but I think it's a little too early to really buy into these players that all season they're going to be putting up big numbers and be elite pitchers for fantasy baseball. So right now, while Detmers is off to a great start and the K rate's been amazing so far, he's definitely a sell-high player this week. The next pitcher, Brady Singer of the Kansas City Royals. So we know this Royal team, the last couple of years, they've been one of the worst teams in the league. And Brady Singer last season as well, ERA was closing in on a 6 with a 5.52. So this season so far, 2 great starts for him, 13 in the third, 1-0 record, 14 Ks, an 0.68 ERA, an 0.53 whip, and 2 quality starts. So this Royal team, not every start they're going to give him good run support. And you're not obviously going to expect Singer to go out there and pretty much pitch shutout ball. So right now, well, he's had 2 pretty decent matchups versus Minnesota, where their hitting's hit or miss, and the White Sox as well, who they're one of the worst teams in the league. And now he's going to be worse, obviously, with Luis Robert out multiple weeks with his injury. March 31st versus Minnesota, 7 innings, got the win, 3 hits, a walk, 10 Ks, a quality start. And April 5th versus the White Sox, 6 1/3, and that one no decision, 2 hits, a run, a walk, 4 Ks, a quality start. So we'll see April 11th ball game versus Houston, where obviously I know Houston's out of the gate with a slow start, but their offense is still legit with many great hitters: Jose Altuve, Yordan Alvarez, Kyle Tucker, just to name a few. Alex Bregman on that roster. But right now, if Singer could get past those guys, maybe this season he has turned things around, because a couple years ago Brady Singer was very good down the stretch for fantasy owners, but the last few years he struggled and the ERA's been high. So right now, while he's pitching good baseball, and I still don't buy into it, especially I don't think he's going to get a lot of run support this year from this Kansas City Royal offense. He's a sell-high pitcher this week. The next pitcher, Tanner Houck of the Boston Red Sox. Tanner Houck, a former top prospect in the system for this Red Sox team. And the last couple of years since he's been in the majors, it really hasn't been clicking for him, where last year he had a 5 ERA on the season, 12 innings, 2-0 record, 17 Ks, no ERA, 0.75 whip, and 2 quality starts. So Tanner Houck, another player that was on the waiver wire earlier the first couple weeks of the season and got picked up, not drafted in many leagues, about 30-35% of leagues he was drafted. And over the last week, he's been added in 18% of fantasy leagues. So the first 2 outings for him as well, pretty solid matchups. April 1st at Oakland, one of the worst teams, if not the worst team in the league. 6 innings, got the win. 3 hits in that game, 10 Ks, a quality start. And April 7th at the Angels, where they're middle of the pack offense. 6 innings, got the win. 4 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 7 Ks, a quality start. So Houck, 17 Ks, the first 2 outings of the season here for him, which is good to see. But Houck, he's not really known as a strikeout pitcher. Last season, 106 innings and 99 Ks. But so far, he's made adjustments, and also with 2 pretty good matchups, especially versus Oakland, which is a great matchup. He took advantage of it. Right now, while Houck's on a middle-of-the-pack Red Sox team, he's a perfect sell-high pitcher this week. 5th and final pitcher I look to sell in trades, Marcus Stroman of the New York Yankees. So Stroman off to a great start with his hometown team. We know he had a stint with the New York Mets a few years ago. Then one was at the Cubs, and now with the Yankees. So Stroman on the year, 12 innings, 1-0 record, 10 Ks, no ERA, 0.83 whip, and 2 quality starts. Obviously, this Yankee team off to a red-hot start. Going to get a lot of offense back in their starting pitchers with Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, Anthony Volpe playing great baseball, Gleyber Torres, Rizzo. So this offense obviously pretty loaded. And even Giancarlo Stanton playing well in the early going, showing that power as well. But Stroman throughout his career, second half, we know he's a pitcher for the most part that's had mediocre second halves of the year. So right now, well, he's off to a good start. And I know it's only week 2, week 3 of the fantasy season here, but right now I don't believe in Marcus Stroman as a pitcher that's going to be amazing for this Yankee team, or a guy that's going to keep going ball games where he's only giving 1 or 2 runs up. Another great matchup for him, no doubt about it, versus the Marlins, though, April 10th, where they're the worst team in the league right now, is Miami, where they can't get anything going as well. So if you want to wait and sell Stroman after that outing, which most likely he'll pitch Gem in that one, that would be the time to do it. March 30th at Houston, 6 innings, got the win, 4 hits, 2 walks, 4 Ks, a quality start. And April 5th versus Toronto, one of his former teams, 6 innings, no decision, 3 hits, a walk, 6 Ks, a quality start. So like I said, Stroman has a great offense backing him. This Yankee team, they're definitely going to be a World Series contender, and things totally turn sour or injuries. But either way, Marcus Stroman right now, well, he's pitching good. And so far, there's been no problems going on. He's perfect sell-high pitcher this week. So that's a few pitches I look to sell and trade for week 2 of the fantasy baseball season.